Well, this is a bit of a strange story. There's a small sub that went to check out the Titanic, to go explore it, and that sub and the 5 people within it are missing. So let's see if the cards can give us some kind of inkling as to what's going on. So what we have with this kindred spirits and secrets. So that's a bit odd, isn't it? Kindred spirits and secrets. Let's pull some other cards and see if we get a little bit more information on what this could mean. Now, does it mean that they're kindred spirits on the Titanic and they went down as well, never to be seen? We'll have to see. Or was there something else going on that we're not privy to? At the center of it, we have, usually for me this is about higher knowledge, spirituality. They say it can be government. They say it can also be going to somebody that's got sage advice to give. But let's see what else we have with this, if it's going to give us a little more information as to what this is pointing towards. Going into it, there's going to be some mental and physical pain due to this. Wanting to get to calmer waters. Maybe something took place with the sub. The challenge was being able to move forward. And there were seeds planted, but the harvest is not good. So something happened with them being able to go forward. And something went wrong with it. There is, above it, there is some abuse, some difficulty, something that they could not manage. And it was an interaction perhaps with something else. Okay, let's see what we have underneath of it. Underneath of it, we have something new that happened. So this is a daily life grounded action with where they were going, shedding light, and this came to its conclusion. Okay, this was something that took over their world, something that was birthed out of a strength. Okay. Could be, some higher awareness. I'm wondering, well, I'm going to pull the other cards. Let's see what we have first. But I'm wondering, we have some underseas things when it comes to unidentified flying objects, etc. I'm wondering if they didn't come across something, because it looks like something they couldn't deal with, that they got caught in something. The mental thing wanted to move it forward, but it was too strong of an action that happened that they couldn't deal with. They couldn't navigate through. And again, it could be an encounter with something, again, underneath, because this is more than one. Okay. When it comes to the mental pain and wanting to move forward, we have the chess game. We have, decisions. about a decision. Could have been some wrong decision that was made. Let's see what we have above it. And then we'll break all this down. The history. A decision about the history. That's interesting. Because above it we have kindred spirits and secrets. Something else going on. Okay, when it comes to them wanting to go forward, but the seeds were planted, we had ostentation. So it looks like they tried to maybe do something that was not, not just really grounded. They wanted to do something spectacular. And when we have this is usually my card for the falseness. So underneath of this we have practicality, and we have the rainbow, promises, and so it looks like maybe a good choice was not made when it comes to this. So let's, the history. There could be some fallacy in the history as well. We've got a lot of major arcana driving this, which is interesting. And about the decision, again, ostentatious. So it wasn't something that was practical. Because underneath of it we had practical, but they did something that wasn't practical. And the history of this kind of mistaken view. This is usually my thing, like for the ones, the Antichrist and that type of thing. I mean, just this overturning of things. So something was going on there with the history of that. So what we have in the center of it, we have the higher knowledge, wanting to find out the truth from somebody that might know something, shedding light on what happened with this, the whole happenings of it, what contained it, what was being birthed. It was overcoming strength. And again, the star, I think it had to do something with star people. Now, I won't usually read it that way. I don't think it's the narcissist. I don't think it has to do with navigation. I think they encountered something that they weren't expecting. Because we have in there also, above it, we have this something that they couldn't deal with. It was beyond their power. And it affected them mentally, physically, and their mind about being able to go forward. So something really out of the ordinary happened. It had to do with more than one. This new idea that had come forward, and they had done something that did not work out, okay? When it came to moving that energy forward and being able to, so it looks like perhaps kindred spirit and secrets, something to do with navigating. Again, I think, and I don't say this lightly, that they encountered something from not in this planet, okay? They uncovered star people. There was a strength in what was being birthed. It affected their whole universe and shedding light on what happened, higher things. So I don't know if they're going to find these guys or not, but it feels almost like, navigation people that got lost in the Bermuda Triangle and that type of thing. It's feeling like that. Or what happened with that one ship that they were doing these experiments with, and it suddenly disappeared, okay, then reappeared, and the people there just went, they went out of their mind because first they were in body, then all of a sudden they had this big shift that took place. It's feeling like something like that, just something really out of the ordinary took place with this crew of 5 people in this tiny sub that went to explore the Titanic. Now this is, of course, for entertainment purposes only. I have to say that. I'm just reading what I'm seeing in the cards. I could be totally wrong, but that's what I'm getting for now. Now I hope I'm totally wrong and these guys make an appearance and nothing untoward has happened at all. But I have to put out what I'm seeing, and that's the best guesstimation I can make when reading the cards on this subject. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you online.